to the EJ Pro Pickup Show. I'm your host, Ennis James. I'm here again with my co-host, Sean Harris, with my producer, Lawrence Jones, and our show contributor, Derek Arnold. Today we're going to talk about the games for Week 4. We're going to preview Week 5 games. We're going to go over a lot of the happenings in the NFL, the Randy Moss trade, quarterback situations across the league, and also a lot of injuries come up and hurt some teams. We're also going to, we added our new segment to the show. What we'd like to see. We're going to bring that into the show as well today. But first, let's talk a little bit quickly about the winners from the picks this week. The round winner this week was Eric Clark, his second round win of the year. Eric with 10-4, 124 points. He's the first person ever to win 2 rounds in the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, first person in the expansion era anyway. The conference winners this week, Aaron Wilkerson in the American Conference. He went 10-4, 116 points. Division winners, Amir Harris in the Classic Division, 9-5, 105 points. Javon Woods, 9-5, 107 points in the Zion Division. We mentioned Eric Clark in the Kiowa Division. Jason Kidd won the Summit Division, going 10-4, 107 points. Derek Taylor won the Old FedEx Division, 9-5, 104 points. And Aaron Wilkerson won the FedEx Division, as we mentioned earlier. Let me grab this real quick. Right now, we're going to take a quick look at the league leaders. Some of the league leaders up to date. Yours truly is leading the league in wins, and I can't find it. Okay. Yeah, I'm tied with Daryl Nelson with wins with 40. I'm leading the league in points, of course. Daryl Nelson is leading the league in bonus hits. Rich Metz is leading the league in bonus points. All this will be up on the web. I mentioned earlier Eric Clark has 2 round wins, and right now the season high in points, unfortunately, is my dad. I'm still hearing that one. He's got 145 points for season high. 10-point bonuses, my dad's leading in that. Well, actually, it's a 5-way tie with 4 people for 10-point bonus, and then 3-point bonus. Rich Metz is leading the way with that one. Power rankings. Let's look at the top 10 real quick. Yours truly is number 1. Right now, the Rookie of the Year candidate Michael Tull is number 2. Daryl Nelson is number 3. Eric Clark, who was champion 2008, is number 4. Guy Schiappani, 2-time champion, is number 5. Stuart Saylor with his highest career rating, number 6. Jason Kidd, number 7. Harris, number 8. Amir Harris. Sean Saylor, another Rookie of the Year candidate, number 9. And then Rich Metz brings up the rear, number 10. I guess we go firstly get into the Browns game. I didn't see the game. So I'll let Sean take over this segment. I know he's happy. He's finally happy they got their first win. Well, I can't comment. I did see the last 4 minutes, and I was impressed that they were actually. That's what championship teams do. They actually were able to run the football, run the clock out, and the Bengals knew they were trying to run the ball. And they couldn't stop them, and that was pretty impressive. I saw it in the last 4-5 minutes. They actually just ran the ball down their throats, and they couldn't do nothing about it. Just want to get you guys' thoughts about the rest of the game.
Yeah, the Browns, they stuck to the running game. They had a game plan. They stuck with it. They kept running. Bengals seemed to key up on the run game. They brought a lot of safeties in, a lot of corner blitzing, and they shut down the run a little bit, held them in check for a little while. But Seneca Wiles made some key, passing first downs to Cribbs. Chancey Stuckey had a good game, and they kept some drives alive. Got an early lead, gave it back, but the most critical play of the game was really that block kick by Scott Fujita that turned the whole game around into the Browns' favor, and they kind of took over from there and helped build that lead in the second half that they held on to win with. So.
Did you guys see the game?
Yeah, I watched it.
What did you get out of it, Derek?
I was just like, wow. It's like the Browns are finally coming together. I was like, wow, the Browns are finally coming together. But, I mean, we'll see next week. And I was happy to see, but I was not happy to see Terrell Owens just absolutely gouged the Browns.
What's wrong with that? I love that.
It's like, I like it. As a football fan, I like it. But as a Clevelander, I wasn't really all that keen on it. It's like, I ain't mad at T.O. though. T.O.
got me out the 0 column, the win column. He got me a W.
But also, T.O. became the second leading pass receiver all time behind Jerry Rice in yards.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
so,
temporarily.
I didn't
I
see
mean,
the game.
that's-
I'm assuming he did it all on Eric Wright.
No, it was mostly probably against Sheldon Brown.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. The other question is, I guess we've already been talking about this for the last 2-3 weeks. Seneca Wallace started. Dick Lomas, I'm hearing this week he's looking a lot better in practice. There's a chance he may get the starting job back. But I think a lot of the feeling is that Seneca should keep the job. So, you guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, he should. I mean, they have a better chance of him winning with the team that they have now. Now, if they make some pickups, maybe trade for one of these receivers that are available in the market, like Lee Evans, Vincent Jackson, then, that'll help Jake Delhomme fit better with the team. He's a better passing quarterback, but with the team that they have now, they're trying to go with the conservative offense. Seneca Wallace is the best option.
I would agree with that.
I just don't think they should rush Delhomme back. I mean, if Delhomme is 100%, he can go full speed with no impediments. They should bring him back. But if not, stay with Seneca. I mean, it's really not that hard.
All right. The other question is, where do the Bengals go from here? I mean, this is a team. Their 8-game division streak snapped by the Browns of all people, and not only that, but this team is 2-2. They're having aspirations with the division. Is this team still a playoff team? I mean, are they overrated? How can we view the Bengals?
Barely, but my thing is, it's like the Browns and Bengals game is always going to be competitive, whether it's a high-scoring game or a low-scoring game. They get the best out of each other, or at least they get the best out of the Browns. But the one thing I was looking at with the Bengals is that they had the worst pass rush in the NFL. They only had 3 sacks on the season.
Worse than the Browns?
Yeah. The Browns actually got, at least on paper, Browns actually have some good stats. But, yeah, the Bengals only had 3 sacks on the season.
I guess Antoine Oldham hasn't got back into his form from last year.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll take a quick break. I'm sure we're up against it, but we'll take a quick break. We're going to talk about the other AFC North showdown between the Ravens and Steelers. The Ravens at Steelers. This was the AFC North showdown. A lot of people think going to this game had either the Jets #1, the Ravens 2, and Steelers 3, or something in that order. And even after this game, I still happen to agree with that. I think those are the 3 best teams in the league. I think the difference in this game was just Flacco was able to make more plays than Charlie Batch. I think this would have been a different outcome if Ben Roethlisberger was there. But the Ravens right now, they've gotten wins on the road against Pittsburgh and the Jets. So to me, they break them up the #1 team. I didn't see much of this game, but I guess I want to get you guys' thoughts on that one.
It was a competitive game, defensive battle. Flacco made the plays when he had to make them towards the end.
Yeah.
Mike Wallace made a few key catches, but in the end, them losing Ben Roethlisberger, bought him bit him at the end. So
I've got to mention, I changed the format a little bit. This game, as far as involving the picks, was a key game. 16 out of 42 picked Baltimore. There were 7 10-point bonuses also in this game. In the Browns game, 12 out of 42 picked the Browns, and there were 6 10-point bonuses. So both of those were 2 key games in the picks as well. The other thing I want to mention is Joe Flacco. Like we said, he had a solid game. He was 24 out of 37, 256 yards, and in their one loss, and that was against the Bengals. That's when he threw the 3 interceptions. So can we say this team goes as far as Flacco is going to take them?
Yeah, I could say that's a fair assessment. And that's the one thing I went against the grain with Baltimore, because normally when they play Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, at least the last 3 or 4 games they haven't won. But I just had a feeling, all the cards were stacked up for them to win this game, so it was their game to lose, I thought.
they still got a weak secondary. I still don't think they're an elite team yet. I think their secondary get exposed this week by Denver.
Baltimore?
Yeah.
But you know what the funny thing is?
In Baltimore?
Yeah.
So you picking Denver to win that game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Put your money where your mouth is.
But you know what the funny thing is? Like year after year, we keep saying, Baltimore's D isn't as good as they used to be, but
It's always up there.
yeah, like
Yeah.
they're #1 in pass defense in yards. You know what I'm saying? But granted, you could look at the teams that they played and be like,
Yeah.
they're not really passing teams, but still, it's like they've been holding it down this first 4 games. So
It'll come around. People will see how weak it is.
All right, now from the Steelers' perspective, I'm impressed this team was able to go 3-1 without Roethlisberger. He's coming back, you know, their next game. I still think right now that they're an elite team. Like I said, I think they would be top 3 ranked right now. Either whatever order you want to say, Jets, Ravens, or Steelers. But I think you got to put the Steelers in the top 3.
Yeah, I guess.
No argument there. Unfortunately.
I don't know. I think I could pick 3 teams better than them right now.
Bad news bears do not count.
Miami Hurricanes don't count either.
Yeah.
All right. Next game we want to talk about is the Redskins and the Eagles. This was McNabb's homecoming. I said last week the thing I wanted to see was the Eagles fans giving McNabb a standing on, and he did that. So I was happy to see that. Most importantly, but I think the Redskins got lucky and won this game because I think if Vic hadn't got hurt, I think they would have lost.
Yeah.
Because McNabb didn't have that great of a game.
Nope.
And basically, the Redskins won this game on that motion of McNabb's return. That they pretty much won in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They had a big return, and then they made some big plays then. But after that, they didn't do anything.
Yeah, Ryan Touraine.
Yeah. So I mean, I think if Vic would have played, hadn't got hurt, I think they would have.
Yeah.
Not only lost, but I think they would have probably got blown out.
That took the air out of the game. The game was boring. It was like watching the Browns game last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Kelly didn't really look settled in.
No, he didn't. But I mean, I could expect him to be after he hasn't been getting most of the reps. So, but you know, the question is, where does this put the Redskins? I mean, are they a playoff team? Are they an elite team? I personally I don't think so. But I just want to give you guys thoughts.
They're still like they're on the fringe. I mean, they're still.
I mean, they got destroyed by the Rams last week, but Steve Jackson didn't even play.
But they're just one of those teams that, I mean, given the division they're in, I still think like they'll luck up. Well, maybe not luck up, but they'll like do something like beat the Cowboys one week, and then the next week, you know, they'll lose to like Detroit or the Cardinals.
All right, can the Eagles continue going without Vic? I didn't realize what you said. Can the Eagles go on and lose without? Can the Eagles go on and win without Vic and Cobb being the starter? You know, we don't know how long Vic's going to be out, but can they sustain it, make a playoff push without Vic for a long period of time?
No.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
The thing I did notice about this field, and Ron Jaworski, you know, former Eagle quarterback, pointed out too on one of the shows that doesn't look like Kevin Cobb has the arm strength to throw the ball downfield. You know, he noticed that in that game it was pretty windy, and McNabb's balls and Vic's balls were going crispy through the wind, while Cobb's balls were fluttering. So I'm not sure, you know, about his arm strength too. That could be an issue for him.
Captain Checkdown.
All
That's his nickname.
right, well, I think we better take a break now. When we come back, we're going to discuss some of the other games, the Giants and the Bears, and then New England and Miami.